Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus all day long, all day strong. What a beautiful Monday. We don't have just one NFL football game tonight. We have two bad games tonight. We got, of course, the Packers. They're in New York facing the New York Giants, the G-Men. We're going to watch a little of that tonight. And also, the Fish are hosting the Titans. So we still got a little action in the National Football League. But, buddy, we had a lot of stuff go on this weekend. We saw Patrick Mahomes cry like a baby. We saw a horrible play erased by an idiot in Kadarius Toney. We're going to talk a little bit about this. I got a feeling that, Patrick, honestly, I don't think his anger was completely at the officials. Like, he lost his mind because Kadarius Toney lined up offside. Don't forget also, though, by the way, they were in illegal formation. So they, basically had two penalties on one play. The play by Travis Kelce was straight up awesome. He threw the ball back to Kadarius Toney, who ran in for a touchdown. It was going to be beautiful. We were going to see Josh Allen and the Bills with a minute left to see if they can go out there and answer. But Kadarius Toney lined up way offsides. And the thing is, I think Patrick Mahomes just wants to yell at Kadarius Toney, but he kind of can't because Kadarius Toney, a lot of people forget, he's still got a little leeway. You remember the week 1 3 drops against the Lions? That's strike 1. This lining up offside, strike 2. But I think he gets 3 strikes because let's remember the fourth quarter that he had in the Super Bowl last year. Who scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter to give them a 28-27 lead? That would be Kadarius Toney. Who then, after a 3-and-out, when Kansas City stopped the Eagles and they punted the ball, returned the longest punt in NFL history down to the 5-yard line and set up another touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs to get that bad boy, in lock. That would be Kadarius Toney. But I think Kadarius Toney gets one more strike with Patrick. Instead of him going after the officials, he's going to go straight up after Kadarius Toney. And we've seen these things from Kadarius Toney. But we got a lot of things. What did you think about that, by the way, Dacus? Like, did you care about did you think Patrick Mahomes, when you watched that game, were you more upset?
I didn't, so I can't answer this question.
Oh, you didn't see any of, you don't know about him lining up offsides?
I know Patrick Mahomes is mad, but that's all I know.
Oh, so you didn't see him whine like a baby. Well, no. I just kind of think a lot of people who've been out there going, oh, the whole world finally now saw Patrick Mahomes is such a baby. Come on, man. You watch the quarterback.
This team's much different without Eric Bieniemy, as the offensive coordinator. I mean, it's just, Pat Mahomes needs him.
I don't know. I don't know if it's much as that is, or I've seen this before, because we talk about Patrick Mahomes got his bag. And when you're a successful football team, you draft later down in the draft. They've been very successful. They got 2 chips. Old people, veterans have left. Of course, you lost Tyreek Hill. And now you look at this team, and Patrick's got to pretty much do it all. Travis Kelce doesn't look like the same Travis Kelce.
He's in love, John.
It's not that. I think it's just he just got a lot of tread on them tires. He doesn't look the exact same. Is Travis Kelce damn good? Yes. Is he the absolute freak that he has been throughout his Hall of Fame career? Not quite right now. Something just doesn't seem quite right. Long season. But I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs. You look at this receiving core, and they're not bad. They're not like, man, they scare me.
Yeah, they're nothing to like. They're not world beaters. They're not a wide receiver
Rasheed
group.
Rice
is
is the best player, bar none, at the wide receiver
this isn't
position. And he's a second-round pick who's a rookie this year out of SMU.
Second-round pick.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. He's a rookie, and he's your number one go-to wide receiver.
Right. No, this is not a Super Bowl. I almost said World Series. It's not a Super Bowl wide receiving core.
But Patrick's going to have to get it done. We've seen Marquez Valdez-Scantling have some bad drops this year. Kadarius Toney do a bunch of dumb things. But we're going to talk a little NFL football today. About 12 o'clock, we're going to jump deep up into the NFL. We're going to talk about them Tigers, man. I am so fired up about the Tigers. What a big win. They dropped Texas A&M like a bad habit David Jones, JQ, Javon Quinterly. We're going to talk tons of Tigers at 11:30 today. We also got to talk about possibly getting another player on this team. We'll find out what's going on with Brown. We'll talk all this stuff at 11:30 with Terry Davis. Terry Davis, touchdown, Terry D. We're going to talk to him again at 11:30. Tigers, ESPN NFL games tonight all over the place with 2 NFL football games. NFL, 12 o'clock. We also had this little thing of Heisman. And you know bowl season's coming up. Starts this Saturday. You had an Army-Navy game, which was pretty crazy and wild. We got to talk about Shohei Ohtani. He's leaving the Angels. He's joining the Dodgers. And he's getting $700 million. Whoa, Shohei getting that bag. Well, it is time to talk with my good buddy Jake Crane. You know him as now a super TV star. What's up, movie star? How you doing, Jake?
Oh, man, I don't know about all that, but just doing really well and, ready for some college football to be back on.
Bro, the Lady Ballers just keeps growing. It's like becoming a cult this is getting, it's wild. I never in a million years had expected it when you were talking about this coming out, like it catching this much fire.
Yeah, dude, it's been insane. I mean, it's the number one streaming movie in America. It's, set all the records at the Daily Wire. And look, I guess I didn't do too bad. That's the way I looked at it. But I mean, I think it's such an obvious, issue with the men and women's sports stuff. And nobody's made a comedy like this since, Dodgeball and the era we grew up in, right? Wedding Crashers, stuff like that. Everybody's afraid to make that movie. So, we did our best, and obviously it's turned out pretty well. So we're very proud of it.
Well, not only is he a movie star, and you got to go check out Lady Ballers, people. I'm telling you, you'll laugh your ass off. He's also the host of Crane and Company. Him and Blaine and David Cohn, they tear things up. They do a hell of a job. I check it out every morning. Right now, you're taking a little break, I take it.
Yeah, we're back live tomorrow. Had a couple days, after the movie release and stuff like that. Still promoting it and stuff, obviously. But, we're back live in the morning, 6:30 a.m. Central. Obviously a lot to talk about, and it never really ends.
All right. Well, now I get the first take of Jake Crane for the week on a Monday. What'd you think about the Heisman ceremony? I think everybody got it right. Thought there was a little bit of some slander out there for some Jaden Daniels talking about the only reason he had all those numbers is because that defense was so bad and he always had to have shootouts. But what'd you think about the Heisman ceremony, et cetera?
Well, look, I mean, I think it's a long TV show that really only about 30 seconds of it matters. But you had to give it to Jaden Daniels, right? I think there was only a couple guys that could have reached out and grabbed it from him. I think Bo Nix had an opportunity there at the end. Not that Michael Penix didn't, but when you look at the numbers and you look at kind of the Heisman moments, right? Not that Penix didn't play big in big games, he did that. But this was a year where nobody really took it from the guy that had the best numbers and the guy who I thought was the most electric player in college football. And I actually like to flip that slander on its head. It's harder to go out there and do it when and the other team knows the only thing they have to do is stop you. It makes the path to victory a lot more narrow. It makes you a lot more predictable on what you're going to have to do. It makes you have to be ultra-aggressive, which can lead to errors. But they showed up week in and week out. And, I mean, Jaden's his worst game was against Florida State, where he threw for over 350 and ran for over 100. I think this year it needed to go to Jaden Daniels because nobody really took it from him at the end.
I saw, of course, watching Crane and Company as I do. I saw y'all talk about Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. My goodness, I thought it was interesting. I didn't even realize how amazing Malik Neighbors' numbers are. I mean, my man has more receptions, more yards, more touchdowns, same amount of touchdowns, and they both average 18 yards down the field. Is it because it's Marvin Harrison Jr.? How come Malik Neighbors didn't get his love?
Yeah, listen, if it was a contest of who's going to be the first guy drafted at that position, then Marvin Harrison Jr. should win it. And Marvin had a great year, right? But Malik Neighbors had 20 more receptions than Marvin Harrison Jr. did. I mean, when you look at the output at the elite of the elite, which is what Marvin Harrison Jr. and obviously Malik Neighbors are, Malik Neighbors had better numbers. And it wasn't like Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't have help, besides him. You had Buka, you had Stover, you had Fleming, Kyle McCord, I mean, he threw for 3,200 yards. He's not the best quarterback in the country, but he wasn't, just a bag of donuts out there running around. So I was surprised at that. Again, if it's an award that goes to the number one guy taken off the board by the NFL, then Marvin should have got it. But that's not what the award should be.
Man, this week, believe it or not, man, I mean, Army Navy was pretty much all you got, and it was kind of it was a little bit painful, through some stretches, but damn, the way that game ended, that was pretty nuts, wasn't it?
Man, that was the most Army Navy thing ever, and yes, I'm already
1 yard line.
Yeah, like it's 100% the most Army Navy thing ever. If you had that over under was like at 27.5, then it moved up to 28.5 right before the game. Betting that game was wild. But look, I'm already having withdrawals. I'm ready for it to get here. We're going to have a big slate of bowl games, I believe, on the 16th. We get a decent amount of games, and then it'll kind of start rolling from there. You'll get a constant flow, but man, it's just amazing how fast the season flies by. It always does this.
Yeah, and we got bowl games starting this Saturday, so I'm a little bit fired up. Things are about to start kicking off. Now, got to know right now, you've been looking at them already. Just want to get a little early feel. Everybody's already still feeling it and thinking about it. Alabama going against Michigan. That's the 1 versus the 4. Of course, this is the third year that Harbaugh's had his boys there. And right now, they haven't won a game. Right now, I really like the way Alabama's been playing. I think Milroe could be the difference. What do y'all think over there at Crane and Company?
Well, man, the more I look at this game, the worse I feel about it for Michigan. I just feel like this is stylistically just isn't a great matchup. Because, how many times during the season did Michigan go against a quarterback that's as elusive as Jalen Milroe, that can extend the play as well as Jalen Milroe can from outside the pocket and inside the pocket, and is a very effective runner? I mean, Maryland, right, and little too, and then they put up 24. Right, and I would put Bama over Maryland by a pretty wide margin. So the question is, defensively, can Alabama keep from getting smushed by Michigan? I think they're good enough up front to be able to make Michigan have to earn first downs, not just get 3.5 yards every time they line up and run power. So, man, again, I just think athletic-wise on the outside, you've got to give the edge to Alabama, even though this isn't one of their best teams from a elite wide receiver standpoint. There's no Jamison Williams or Devontae, but they got some guys that can do it. Bond's a good player. We know Burton has shown up in big moments. I'm telling you, Johnny Radio, J.J. McCarthy is going to have to do some things running the ball in this game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Last 4 games, I've been paying attention to J.J. McCarthy. I mean, against Iowa, very pedestrian. I know they had the game in hand, but didn't even throw for 150 yards. I mean, the beginning of the season when they were playing terrible, terrible competition, it seemed like that Michigan passing game was on. Now that they've been playing a little bit, playing Iowas and Ohio States, that offense, to me, their passing game looks weak.
Yeah, and J.J. McCarthy's gotten away with some things, down the stretch that I don't think you're going to get away with against Alabama. And I think one of the most underrated parts of this matchup that nobody's talking about is how well Alabama's secondary tackles. Kool-Aid and Terrion, all those guys, they tackle really, really well. What does that do? That eliminates that humongous run for Michigan, that explosive play. I don't know how many explosive plays Michigan is going to be able to get through the air. Now, I will say, even without Zinner, Michigan's got one of the top offensive lines in the country. Alabama couldn't get to Quinn Ewers earlier in the year. I know that was week 2, but if they can't get to him, I think they may struggle to get to JJ, and I think it actually could be a saving grace, the passing game, because I'm telling you, you're not going to get – I know Auburn was able to do it a couple times. I don't see Michigan being able to line up and do it. That game's just weird in the Iron Bowl. So, again, J.J. McCarthy's legs. Right? That's going to be the element that makes everything equal, that gets a hat on a hat. Michigan's going to have to find a way to do that, especially in the red zone. And
also, again, we talked about the passage attack. I feel like Burton's always open, and it feels like Milroe's figured out if he can get him the ball, he's going to make the play. I don't know, man. I just really, really like this Alabama team over Michigan.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, sometimes it seems like he's always open because he has 8 seconds to run his route because Milroe extends the play for so long.
It's a good damn point.
You can't cover guys for 7-8 seconds at this level, and when it turns down into the scramble drill, Alabama's one of the best in the country at it. So it's a big advantage for Bama.
Texas and Washington. This one is a tough one to pick. Everybody's been doubting Washington all year. Dunze on the outside is absolutely filthy. Texas is pretty nasty themselves. Who has the edge? The boys in Vegas have right now Texas a 4-point favorite over Washington.
Yeah, look, I love the over in this game. I think it started out at 64.5. You look at Texas, the way the secondary was playing going into the Texas Tech game, and obviously they look good against Texas Tech, but this isn't Texas Tech. Like if Texas is going to be mediocre against the pass, Washington is going to score a lot of points because Michael Penix, he can throw to every area of the field with his arm strength, and they pass to run. They kind of pitch backwards overall. And Texas is going to have to tackle in space, and we know how talented that three-headed monster McMillan and Polk and Rome is. So you look at Texas's side, again, the games are won and lost up front, right? Regardless of what style you run, what system you run, they're won and lost up front. I just think that Texas's front seven has a better chance to get to Penix than Washington's front seven has to get to Ewers. And if that happens, we know the type of firepower that Texas has. We know what Stark can do, especially given long periods of time, dialing stuff up, having counters to what he ran during the year. But again, it's going to come down to whose pass rush can get home the most. There's going to be a lot of passes thrown in this game. I have to lean on Texas.
Washington's offensive line really impressed me against Oregon.
Punched above their weight all year, man. They punched it, but not that they were bad coming in, but I didn't expect them to be this. I mean, he's one of the least sacked guys in the country. Now, I will say, he gets rid of the ball really, really quick, really, really quickly. So that's another thing you got to remember. They kind of supplement their run game with that quick passing game.
But like I think you said it earlier, like the Washington offensive line so impressed me thoroughly all year, always been punching above their weight. It's like you said, I think it's that defensive front. I don't know if they can get to Quinn Ewers. You leave him open all day, those wide receivers are going to be wide open.
For sure. And you've had time to get healthy. Guys are feeling fresh. They got their legs back. I believe this game's being played on turf. They're going to be running. They're going to be running left and right. It's going to be a fireworks display.
It is going to be a fun game. Over 64.5 is what Jake Crane says. Speaking of that, we got 2 NFL football games tonight. They're both terrible. I mean, you got the Packers at the Giants and the Titans. Helpless Titans going to play the Dolphins. The lines are a little bit large. You got 14 points that the Fish are favored over the Titans, and I think the Packers are right now 6.5.
Yeah, I got it at 6. Look, I think the under in the Packers-Giants game at 37, why not? I mean, what you got to lose there? Look, can I say this, Johnny Radio? Man, the NFL's kind of tough to watch lately, if we're going to be honest. It's kind of a tough watch more than it's not with some of these teams this year. And again, tonight, I mean, there's been more, clunkers on Thursday night football and Monday night football. And then, you kind of look yesterday and it's just, I don't know, man. It's been a weird year in the NFL, but, man, I don't think you'd be crazy taking the Dolphins minus the 14 or buying it down to minus 13.5. But I do like the under in the Packers-Giants at 37.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans this year, terrible on the road. They're 0-6. They just don't get it done. And that Dolphins team, they can explode on you at any time.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Globonauts they got running around there. You're going to be able to score.
All right, you got to do me a huge favor. Tell everybody where they can find your show, where they can find Lady Ballers, where they can follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, man, it's easy. If you like to watch your sports media shows, however you consume it, go to YouTube. It's Crane & Company, CRAIN and Company. Same thing if you listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And yeah, go to the Daily Wire Plus. Download Lady Ballers. It's the number 1 streaming movie in America. It's just been amazing, man. So yeah, go check it out.
And if you don't want to just see 2 people scream at each other and have fake takes, I'm telling you, do this in the morning. Put it on your TV. I do it every morning. It's the best show out there. Jake, man, thank you for your time. Be blessed, my friend.
Thank you so much, Johnny Radio. Y'all be good.
That is Jake Crane from Crane & Company. Now, we are going to take an early timeout because I can't wait to talk with Terry Davis because we're getting up in this Tiger basketball team. They got a big game, man. Clemson, already in the top 25, now goes undefeated. The AP is going to come out today. We're going to find out if the Tigers can sneak up in that joint. They've gone from 70 in the net in a week to 40 in the net. Come on, Tigers. Come on, Tigers. Go. And we also are going to see where Clemson's going to be because, damn, dude, they are playing really good basketball. Tigers played them on Saturday, but there's all kinds of rumors right now around the Tiger program. We're going to address them all on the other side, but I do have to remind you it's a big week not only Tiger Hoops, not only does bowl season start on Saturday, but Thursday, you can come shoot some guns with me at Top Gun Memphis. That is correct. I'm going to be out there from 11 to 1. The lanes, you come out there and say you heard it on Sports 56, you're here to shoot with Johnny. You get to shoot on your lanes for free. You just bring your gun, buy your ammo, bang, 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 bang. You can rent a gun. You can get the machine gun packages. While you're out there, also get the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. That includes 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and of course a shooting lane, all for just $89. See you Thursday at Top Gun Memphis. Witten Road with the machine gun package. We're giving away Liberty Bowl tickets. We got all kinds of goodies. Come on out and join me this Thursday. Tiger Talk on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology. We want something that sparkles and looks great. Well, I've got it all in one place. It's called Genesis of Olive Branch, right at the corner of Highway 78, that's Lamar, and the first exit in Mississippi, that's Craft Road. Turn left and you will see Genesis of Olive Branch. And right now, you can get the 2024 Genesis GV70 starting at $49,480 with special financing as low as 3.49% on select models. How about the 2024 Genesis GV80? A little bit bigger, starting at $55,995, financing as low as 5.49% with a $2,000 rebate when trading a luxury brand. Call them. They'll even bring you a Genesis at your work or your home for a test drive. They're convinced that when you drive a Genesis, you're going to want one. Call 662-890-6684. Ask for Vinny. Genesis of Olive Branch.
At Genesis Diamonds, we're rolling back prices and finance rates so you can get that special someone the most special gift ever. Maybe it's that pair of diamond earrings or that all-new designer fashion bracelet or that dazzling 2-carat diamond ring. It's all more affordable because at Genesis, we've got special pricing across the board and 0 interest for 5 years. So you can get that $3,000 diamond pendant and pay just $50 a month or that $6,000 eternity band for just $100 a month. Everything's included in this amazing holiday offer. All our GIA certified natural diamonds and all our lab-grown diamonds, even all our luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Imagine that $15,000 Rolex for just $250 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. Don't let talk of rising prices and high interest rates dampen your holiday spirit. At Genesis, we're lowering prices and taking interest rates down to 0. Get that headliner gift they deserve and make your money go farther than ever. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended. On approved credit, see store for details.
All 650 acquisition fees, Sportage R723, 5498, MSRP 28,940, Sorrento PG 424710, MSRP 33,010, Telluride RG 462822, MSRP 38,705, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/2/2024 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, my man Jeff Allen, what's going on for the holidays over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
It's the season of giving back at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah, and I've got your holiday presents right here.
Tell us about it, Jeff.
Award-winning SUV 2024 Kia Sportage LX, $299 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2023 Kia Sorrento LX, perfect for your road trips, $329 a month. And the 2024 Kia Telluride LX, we got it at $459 a month, all 36-month lease.
Well, you can't get much better than that, Jeff. And all Kias come with the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. And from all of us at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah, happy holidays.
Kevin Harlan here from Westwood One, inviting you to join me and Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner every Monday this season. It's Westwood One's 45th year of bringing you primetime NFL games, and the schedule is packed with great matchups. Plus, you'll hear Rich Eisen from the studios with interviews and the latest news around the NFL. Don't miss any of the action every week on Monday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
Screeching brakes? Safer stops? Start with Duralast. New Duralast brake pads and rotors provide longer life and more stopping power when replaced together. Duralast brake pads have reduced noise and corrosion resistance with a limited lifetime warranty. Duralast rotors are designed for quiet, safe stops and meet or exceed the performance of the original rotors on your vehicle. Find Duralast only at America's #1 brake destination, AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, everybody, if you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 1.9 or up to $10,000 cash. Plus, make no payment for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. Look, I'm out here at All-Star Chevy looking at all these red tags, Tahoes, Equinox, Trailblazers. Families love the Traverse with their third-row seating so you can do more together. Christmas, holiday trips, what are you doing this New Year's Eve? What are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you all get an extra $500 bonus. And if you want a certified pre-owned Chevy or any pre-owned, All-Star is loaded up. If it's not here, just ask Jeff and he'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Fill your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, real brewed tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus. It's 11:30 on a Monday. Talking with Terry Davis, Terry D515 on the Twitter. Joins me every single Monday. We talk Tigers and Grizzlies. What's up, TD?
What is up, my brother?
Man, feeling pretty good. 2 road games, 2 road wins. Is anybody playing the point guard position right now better than JQ?
No. Hey, before we get started, man, I want to send a special shout-out to the University of Memphis rugby team. They was in Houston yesterday. I flew with them back last night. They lost the national championship game, but I just want to send them a shout-out for being number 2 in the nation.
Damn, they finished second in the nation?
Second in the nation, yeah.
That is just absolutely wild. That's I didn't even know about that. That's awesome. You were down in Houston for it?
Yeah. No, I was in Houston I was in College Station. You know where I was at.
Oh, but you just kind of, scurried on over?
Yeah. You know how they go. In and out. You know how they go. You know how I do it.
Man, well, the atmosphere this Saturday was absolutely ridiculous. We were watching the Yale leaders do their thing and all the students do their thing, and the Tigers just came out and punched them right in the face. David Jones was dropping haymakers in the first half. JQ was smooth in the second. TD, you were there. Talk about it.
You know what was weird? Because it was almost like it was a trimester game. When Jones was doing up, I said, man, somebody need to help Jones out. Then it's like a wrestling match, and he tagged JQ. Then JQ took it over. Then in the third phase, man, then he tag team Mills. Then Mills hit the big shot. It was
those threes were big.
Exactly. A&M had no weapon for that because even when they tried to take Jones out, the Tigers had an answer for them. And despite Malcolm getting in foul trouble and wasn't a big factor, they did the things that they didn't do at BCU was rebound. They did the things that they didn't do at Ole Miss is not let the opponent make threes. That was the best 2 halves they put together all season, and that shows you the glimpse of what they can be. And if they can get Brown on the same page, it shows you how good this team really could be.
They definitely could be really good. Penny teams are always better at the end of the year, later in the year. I think I'm looking forward. I'm excited, but damn, dude, I just still can't believe how well like these individual performances have been all in the same game. I mean, that first half from David Jones, my man was just saying that I'm putting this bad boy on my shoulders, get out my way, and he delivered. I mean, he dropped 3-pointers. He was getting to the rack. He was grabbing boards. There was nothing this man couldn't do in that first half.
And it wasn't like he wasn't being guarded. It was, the Tigers was moving the ball around, and they was just getting him little glimpses of the open look, and he took advantage of it, and he hit big shots. Now if you can get Walton on that same page and you got a quartet out there, you might not need a big man out there. So you can just outscore everybody. But that was a great game because from beginning to end, those guys never were panicked or fazed by that crowd. Not at all.
And their defense, I mean, we're talking about like JQ's performance offensively in the second half. Caleb Mills hitting those big threes. David Jones going completely ham in the first half, 21 points. But their defense, I mean, Wade Taylor, he's the SEC preseason player of the year. He didn't do jack. I mean, that defense went out there and said, we're going to stop you today. And they did. And they just, I mean, it was against just DePaul on Wednesday where this team made 14 3-pointers. They were all, I mean, they you got to give them a lot of credit. They defended the 3-point line really well.
You know what? And both players, JQ and Jones, they both said the same thing, last couple games. We just need to stick to the game plan. We need to stick to the game plan. And Penny, I think, he gave them a little trust, and he gave them the game plan, and they just stuck it out. And it shows you how great defensively those guys are. Mills, I keep telling everybody, he's one of the better defenders in the nation, but he probably won't get no credit for that. And Jones, he's not a great defender, but he can handle his own. And believe it or not, Walton, that guy, he does a lot of stuff off the ball that's really good. And you didn't bring in Hardaway for his 5 to 10 minutes he do a game. They just do the little things well when they execute them well. And like I said, they can continue to play like that. They got a top 10 team coming in this week in Clemson. If they're not ranked today, they will be ranked after next week.
Shoot, I think they were already in the top 25. Heck, they might be in the top 15 the way they've been playing undefeated.
I'm talking about Memphis.
Oh, Memphis, yeah. I hope Memphis is going to get in. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get in today because they still don't have any respect. Because entering into the game against A&M, they were still 71 in the net and like 60-something in the RPI. So that win actually, catapulted them. But I think they're going to have to beat Clemson at home this Saturday for them to get some sniffs and some votes, into the top 25.
All right, now I got to ask you one thing since we're talking about their defense and we're giving them a ton of Tiger love, and they definitely deserve it. You know what I mean? That was a huge game on the road. They won 2 this week. I mean, they were down against VCU, came back, pulled that bad boy out. They took care of business from the jump. But there's one thing that just drives me crazy when I'm watching the game. They'll play great defense. 10 seconds will be in the shot clock. They'll throw the ball out to the front court 50 feet away from the basketball. And then we run out there, and then they just dribble right by us and get to the rack with an easy damn, opportunity. Why do they go out there? Like, why do you have to go all the way out there and defend him 50 feet from the damn goal?
You know what? I think they be trying to do too much, because I think they be trying to – they just don't think. Sometimes you got to have that good basketball IQ. You got to know game situation. And, let a guy shoot the ball from 35 feet. If he hit it, he hit it. When you play.
Yeah, I want him that shot. Don't give him that. I mean, don't, because you go out there 50 feet and then all of a sudden he just dribbles around you and gets right to the rack or drops it off for an easy dish and a dunk.
Because when you that far out, you have the angle game. But the closer you are to the basket, you reduce that angle. So you let him go out there by himself 30 yards. If he comes driving at you, you can cut off his angle. So it's all about basketball IQ. People know that. A good point guard know that. If I the further I pull you away from the basket, the more room I got to operate.
Yep, and that's just one of the little things with defense that drives me crazy. And then the other thing that drives me crazy, and I'm very happy, but when I'm screaming at the television because they miss more bunnies and layups on fast break points, like this is the worst fast breaking team that likes to run at finishing I've ever seen. I know it's early in the season, but how many at the damn rim can they miss?
You know what, man? I thought I was the only one that saw that, man, because they missed a lot at the rim, man. They missed so many easy bunnies at the rim because you know what happened is they expect they're going to get fouled and sometimes they don't get the calls. Because like yesterday, they didn't get a lot of calls. And
VCU, they didn't get a lot of calls when they went to the rack.
In the VCU game, I think the ref really dictated what happened to them because they called like 4 fouls in the first minute of the second half, and VCU shooting 1-1 like 13 minutes left in the game. So that kind of dictated them and they wasn't getting a lot of calls too. So a lot of time when they go to the rack, they don't get fouled, and I think a lot of times they go into the rack, they're expecting foul instead of just trying to finish at the rim, and that's one of their biggest problems. They anticipating a foul call, which they're not going to get most of the time because they got to realize they play for Memphis. They're not going to always get foul calls.
Yeah, and they're trying to figure things out. I mean, again, a very, very amazing game from David Jones, who finished with 29 points. He had 5 threes, had 7 boards. JQ was playing out his mind, 24 points, 5 assists. The big thing is he only had 1 turnover. I mean, again, great game, extremely excited. Did also want to bring up, though, we need to know, like, what's up with Mr. Brown? Is Jordan Brown, like, what are you hearing about him?
Okay, basically, you know, it's not official that he's not playing another minute with the Memphis. I think it might be another one of those situations where he don't like his role and he thinks he may, need to be more integral in the offense. But he doesn't make it easy on these guys. He's coming up, but the competition is not the same. He was able to dominate the weaker opponents, but you're not going to be able to dominate when you come up a level. It's not like he was playing the Power Fives on a regular basis. He was dominating. He was dominating guys that he was bigger than and he was more powerful than, and then they didn't have the wherewithal to beat him. So if he just comes in and just post up, make himself big on the block, and make the shots he can make instead of throwing himself up there and hoping it can go in, he'll have a more successful year.
Man, I'm right there with you. What do you think, though? Do you think he comes back, or is he going to be bouncing?
In my opinion, this is his last year in college. It's not like he can hit the transfer portal and go somewhere else. It's not like he's going to be a pro prospect and he can go play for a G League starting in November because he can't do that because he's in college. He's going to have to wait until the spring. So his best out is to go back to Memphis.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, just suck it up and just enjoy the ride because this is your last year in college. So you might as well enjoy it and go from there.
It's your perspective. It's how you look at things, man. Yeah, go out there and try and enjoy yourself, man, and be a part of this team because I think it's going to be a pretty damn good one. But God forbid there's nothing that goes on. He doesn't want to play with us anymore. What about Tomlin? Naquan Tomlin, Kansas State's released him. He's now out there. He's available. We didn't get Dre, and that was sad, but that does leave one scholarship. Is there any chance he fills that role?
You know what? I think as much as Penny would want to bring him in, that would mess with the chemistry, and I think you would like to have him.
I don't know. I like a fighter.
Yeah, I like a fighter too, but you need chemistry too.
True.
This team is seems like it's slowly getting the chemistry together, and I don't know if that one piece is going to help them or hurt them more. On paper it might help them, but chemistry wise, I don't know because we can't ask Penny about him because he's not one of his players. But only Penny always thinks he can bring the good out of everybody, but sometimes it's better to leave something out and get better than to add something to it.
Sometimes, like, you make that good old, stew or gumbo or whatever. It's perfect. You don't need to add a little extra seasoning.
And sometimes you put too much seasoning in it and ruin the whole dish.
Now, but for the other side of people who are a little bit worried because, Malcolm still does have foul issues. I mean, he was gone pretty damn early. He had his 4th foul in the first minute of the second half, and then he came back in and fouled out.
47 seconds.
47 seconds, man. I'm just like, damn, it doesn't take him long to get a foul.
He got 2 fouls in a minute and 8 seconds. He played, I think he played like 2 minutes in the second half. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It really is. He did have 7 big boards. I thought, when he's out there and he's, not fouling, or he's pulling down boards, you're good with him. But that is one, reason I guess you would say, bringing another forward, somebody with a little bit of length. What do you think about what Nick Jourdain is doing? I thought he does the little things. I think you were the first person to tell me, like, just watch. He's going to be out there doing all the stuff that you need to do to be successful. Defense, setting screens, grabbing boards, just, dishing things out and finishing when he gets opportunities at the rim. He actually finishes at the rim.
Yeah, he finished at the rim. Nick Jourdain's biggest problem is he's not a great jumper and he has good body size. Because if he had better body size, he could jump a little bit better. He would average about 3 more rebounds, but he does the best he can do with what he has. He reminds me a lot of Brandon Clark. He does all those little things, but it's not nothing great. But you need all those little things to be effective and win. So those little glue things he does, especially his defense is top-notch. He's a really good defensive player. So it's all those little things he does. You don't expect him to score, and everything you get from scoring from him is crazy.
What do you think about Walton right now? Where is he at? Coming off the bench, started the season fire. I mean, my man was scorching from downtown, still just struggling to shoot the basketball. And finish, and he's got such a great stroke. Everything okay over there with Walton and his world?
I think Walton is got a little confidence issues. I think he needs to, instead of shooting from the 3 a little bit, I think he needs to bring
the mid-range game in.
The mid-range game until he gets confidence back. But defensively and running the offense, he's doing everything Penny wants him to do. Other than scoring, he's doing everything that he needs to do. But he can finish. But once he gets it going, I think you're going to see the difference, because as much as Jones is the go-to man and he's the man with the Tigers, as far as upside, Walton has a bigger upside than Jones does.
Seems like also Penny's trying to give, my man, my little guy, the little guard, Jalen Young, trying to give him a little minutes here and there, trying to build his confidence. Where do you see him by the end of the season?
He does. He's playing his role to the T. JQ's going out there,
taking a little break,
40 minutes, and he gives him this breather. And JQ, he had an excellent game. He only had like 1 turnover, and he does what he needs to do. Young can come in there and run the show when he needs to, and he can also come out there and run with JQ when he needs to. But his role right now is to make sure that JQ is adequately with rest and he can finish those games out. That's one thing Memphis needs to learn how to do. They need to learn how to close out games, because that last minute and a half, they scared the heck out of me, because that shouldn't have been that close.
Man, Tigers just like to get your heart rate up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. But, man, that was just such a good game. Everything seems to be working out. Tigers got a big window against Clemson. They need a little time off. That, like Penny said yesterday, this is a team that's been on the road for a while.
Yes. And, they hadn't been to Memphis in over a month. And, I don't want to sound like Coach Stansbury, but we need all 18,000 in there, or at least 15,000 there this Saturday for return Clemson, a top 10 team, and then they come right back and play Virginia. So,
and then Vanderbilt, we got 3 games before Christmas. Between now and Christmas, we got 3 games at the house.
Right, and you got 2 top 25 teams coming in here, Virginia and Clemson. Both of those teams are slated to go to the NCAA tournament. I'm not saying Memphis is going to win both of them, but if Memphis win both of those games, that's going to really, solidify their ranking positioning come March.
Terry, tell me a little something else, man. There's a Grizzlies game tonight. I've been so excited about the Tigers. Kind of hard to get off of them. Talk about the Grizzlies, who still 1-9 at home, but have been playing a lot better lately. They do have the Mavericks tonight. Good news. I think one of their superstars is out. What you got with Mavs and Grizz?
No Kyrie, and maybe no Grant Williams, and hopefully, that Luke will be by himself. Luka didn't play last time the Memphis played at Dallas, and Memphis beat them. If they can do that, Memphis can win. And like I said, you got 4 more games until Ja gets back. Next Tuesday, Ja get back, and I think this team will be a whole lot better.
Dude, Desmond Bane's been playing out his mind lately.
All-star level.
I don't even know what. I mean, he's just like, I feel like when Ja comes back, everything. I mean, can things start working out even they don't have the size down low?
Even though they don't have the size down low, but there will be some roster. There has to be some roster changes, moves made, because when Ja comes back, Bismack has to leave unless something changes, because Bismack on here because of job suspension. So there will be some moves made come Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this week.
Well, we got
I don't know what the moves are going to be. Somebody's going to be very upset come Sunday or Monday of next week.
All right, you got to know, man. LeBron James and the Lakers won the inaugural in-season championship in Plastic Man. 40 points, 20 rebounds, played really damn good. What'd you think about the tournament?
Man, you know what? I actually liked the in-season tournament because what it did is it brought a little bit more attention to the NBA versus going, waiting to the Christmas day, because some people don't even get into the NBA until Christmas Day, and some people don't even get into the NBA until, to the All-Star game. But it brought a lot of eyes to the court, and, going to Vegas, who's not going to want to go to Vegas? And it was nice, man. It was just different. It was nice. It brought some meaning to some Tuesday night meaningless games. So I like the in-season tournament. It was really nice, in my opinion.
The last thing I was going to mention about it, though, dude, Zion, man, is he looked. I mean, the Pelicans got beat so bad it wasn't even funny. Did they just go out there because they wanted to play in Vegas and not care about the cash?
Man, that's a difference of $300,000, man. If you go in the game,
They didn't even show up, man. That was embarrassing.
Right. Sometimes it's a pride factor, because you come to try to put yourself as one of the better teams in the West, and you playing against the Lakers, the media's darling. If you go out there and just compete against them, you show them that you can play against them. Then if you go out there and just let an egg like that, come on, man. Why are you even there? Why are you even there? Because that's crazy.
It was crazy, man. Tell everybody what you're working on this week and where you're going to be.
This week, man, it's going to be a whole lot of basketball. You got 3 Grizzlies games this week, and you got the Tigers on Saturday. So it's going to be a fun thing to do, and hopefully we're going to get some news on Brown, and maybe we can get some news on Mikey Williams, because the semester is over with, and hopefully the administration will let us know what they're going to do with Mikey Williams this week.
Uh-oh. You better let me know as soon as you do, my friend.
All right. We'll do that.
All right, dude. Do me a favor, everybody. Check him out at the new Tri-State Defender. Check him out every single Monday right here. Follow him at TerryD515. Terry, be blessed, my friend.
All right. Talk to you later. Have a good week.
Man, that is Terry D. We're going to take a quick time out. Do want to remind you one thing, though. Top Gun Memphis this Thursday. I'm going to be there 11 to 1. Come out there. The shooting lanes will be free. You just pay for the ammo. If you need to rent a gun, you can, or bring your gun out there. Bing, bang, boom. Hop in there and shoot with me. Plus, go ahead and get your Christmas shopping done out there. Buy the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and a shooting lane. All just for $89. See you this Thursday, Top Gun Memphis out on Witten Road. We also are going to be giving away some Liberty Bowl tickets, so come out there and join me at Top Gun, and don't forget to go to TopGunMemphis.com. You can buy this gift right there, right now. Try it, shoot it, buy it. Top Gun Memphis. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Want to do something you can't do anywhere else? Join me in Sports 56 at Top Gun Memphis Thursday, 11 to 1, and shoot for free when you mention Sports 56. While you're there, buy the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. That includes 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and the shooting lane, man. All for just $89. See you Thursday at Top Gun Memphis, Witten Road, with machine gun package and Liberty Bowl ticket giveaways. TopGunMemphis.com. Try it, shoot it, buy it.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, this is Troy Fivesh, owner of Fivesh Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with 2 of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, it's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination, has 27 delicious flavors to choose from and counting. Like the Buffalo Ranch, a perfect combo of ranch seasoning with a little kick. Mango Habanero, sweet taste of mango followed by the heat. Or Sweet Maple Bourbon, the taste will remind you of chicken and waffles. And that's just 3 of the amazing 27 chicken wing seasonings that you can get at the Crazy Coop in Bartlett at 7199 Stage Road. And now open the Crazy Coop Express at 1315 Ridgeway off Poplar. Some like it hot. How about the Crazy Sweet Lemon Pepper Hot or Crazy Suicide? Can't take the heat? Get the 4-cheese roasted garlic or barbecue bacon bourbon. Ask about the $9.99 lunch special. Now those are some crazy good prices. The Crazy Coop, 2 locations, 7199 Highway 64 between Appleton and Kirby Whitten and 1315 Ridgeway off Poplar. Family owned and operated, The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus. It is a beautiful Monday in the Mid-South, and sports fans everywhere should be happy, especially Tiger fans. Tiger fans took care of business. Tiger fans did take care of business. They got to take care of business coming out Saturday to Clemson, but the Tigers took care of business yesterday down at College Station. They dropped Texas A&M's face. It was a beautiful game. Tigers have won 2 games on the road since losing 2 games in a row, Villanova and Ole Miss. Tiger basketball looking pretty good. 3 games at home all before Christmas. It's going to be big. Clemson, Virginia, and Vanderbilt. So get ready, Tiger fans. Now, we also have 2 NFL games tonight. You got the Titans and the Dolphins, and also the Packers and the Jets. Tonight, though, we're going to be covering the Titans at the Dolphins game at 7 o'clock. If you can't be around your TV and you need to listen to that bad boy, we are your home for the NFL. On the other side, we got to break down a ton of stuff. We got to talk a lot about the NFL. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys, 49ers. Have these 2 teams passed now the Eagles? Looks like it right now, but we still have a lot of football to play. Also going to talk a little bit about some funny stuff. I got Hardenwood at 12:30. And let me just tell you a little something. We got some funny stories, but I saw a very funny thing this morning. I caught Rex Ryan making fun of himself and his toe fetish.
Good for Rex Ryan.
You know, like when you own your funnies, like that is awesome. And today he starts to talk about the whole Kadarius Toney situation. And Ryan Clark and him are kind of cutting it up, and they're talking about how stupid it was for Toney. You know, all you have to do is look down the line and all these really, really damn funny things. And Rex Ryan says, you know, I like toes. I don't like this toe. And then Ryan Clark came back in and said, Kadarius Toney, if you turn Rex Ryan against feet, you're a bad man.
How about that?
Just owning his foot fetish right there.
Good for him.
Is that the best thing to do? Like when you get busted or something, like Jeffrey Tobin, should he just be like, just call me Slappy?
Yeah.
Do you know who Tobin is?
No.
He's the guy who It was a CNN person.
I know who you're talking about.
That's why we would call him Spanky.
Yep, thank you.
He's the one who had the issue with the Zoom call where everybody learned about the mute button, minimize, and actually closing out your screen thanks to Jeffrey Tobin.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Jeffrey. Anyway, we got a lot of NFL. We got hardwood because it feels so good. You got Grizzlies tonight against the Mavs, 2 NFL games. We got a lot to break down on the other side. Did want to remind you, though, are you hungry? Lunchtime, 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock right now. Central Barbecue, doesn't that sound good? Yeah, it does. There's also a location by you no matter where you are. I'm telling you, they got you covered downtown. They got the OG on Central. They got you in the north over here on Summer. They got you out east on Poplar. And now they got you in South Haven in Mississippi. Central Barbecue, where smoke is their sauce. They are cooking those ribs, that pork shoulder. They have the barbecue nachos, the wings, the sausage cheese plates, the turnip greens. I'm telling you, when you think a little bit of barbecue, the only place to think is Central Barbecue. Again, 5 great locations, and you can go to eatcbq.com. You can ship that barbecue anywhere in the world. Talk about a good Christmas gift. Send a little Memphis, send a little Central Barbecue to someone you love. We're going to take a quick time out. It's the NFL on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
See you on the dark side of the moon.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park. We got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
You ready to end the year with some money in your pocket? We got it covered at Gossett Mitsubishi's Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event. Get to the Pike for the award-winning 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. 420 total range MPGE, $299 a month. Get ready for your road trip in the 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Buy for $27,000 or just $399 a month. And cool has never been cooler than in a 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We Gossett at $30,700 or $499 a month. And no worries with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today at 1870 Covington Pike. Gift wrapping available. You want it, we Gossett. Shop online anytime at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
PHEV PZ06203 MSRP 44,355 Sport RU 001136 MSRP 28,000 Eclipse RZO 12051 MSRP 31,700 includes all rebates and incentives PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Dell's holiday event is one of their biggest sales of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. It's the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. Shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
I just left those Ford and Toyota dealers. You want to see their selection of new cars and trucks? And you should see their prices. Santa Trades at Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. Top trade-in for old sleds, immediate financing, a true bargain lot with cars and trucks under $99.95. And remember, Sunrise specializes in first-time buyers. Want to buy a car or truck and have some left over for the holidays? SunriseMemphis.com. Covington, Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville. Happy holidays. Oh.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
I just one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to Little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus. Big thanks to Jake Crane. Talked a little college football in the first segment. Jaden Daniels is the Heisman Trophy winner. We talked some Alabama, Michigan, a little Washington, Texas. And then, of course, we jumped into the Tigers. 2 big wins on the road this past week. Have gone from 71st in the net to 40th. But guess what? The AP Top 25 came out. Did you know that, Dacus?
I did, but I haven't looked at it yet.
Tigers are not in it.
Shocker. I mean, color me surprised.
Well, they do have an opportunity to move in it, and I guarantee you before Christmas, because guess what? Clemson is 13th in the country. Clemson will be playing here this Saturday at FedEx Forum. Then they play Virginia. Virginia ranked 22nd in the country, so...
Good. 3 straight top 25 opponents.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That should work for the little Tiger action. And the good thing is you have these 2 games here at the house down at FedEx Forum. Everybody get your tail down there and let's support this team.
Where are they in receiving votes? Did you see that? Or
Yes, I can tell you. Let's see. Colorado received 116.
Crazy.
Ole Miss,
is a
86.
terrible basketball.
They can score, though.
No, they can't. They're awful. They're so bad.
Colorado
so
scored like it was going out of style this weekend, if I remember correctly.
Who'd they play?
It was actually, I think, a pretty good team.
This team can't play basketball.
Oh, you got to pull this thing up because, man, I can't remember, but I remember thinking to myself, damn, they can get up and down the court and score.
They played Miami and they put up 9. Oh wow!
Oh,
so they're playing
the brakes
they're
off
playing
Miami,
they're
didn't
playing
they?
better than they were when I was watching them earlier this season because they put up 90 their last 2 games and 88 the game before that. Okay, so I don't want to say I was wrong on Colorado, but I shouldn't have been so harsh on Colorado because when the 2 or 3 games I watched earlier this season, the team looked ridiculous.
One of the better offenses over in the pack. They can do a little scoring. At least the games I caught, okay? They look really damn efficient.
I was about to say, you're talking about the Pac-12. There's some good teams in the Pac-12.
Yeah, Arizona, of course, I think still in the top 25. I mean, the number one team is what I meant. Yeah, number 1 overall, and yes, they are. So, top 25's out. Memphis is not in it, but again, we have 2 great opportunities coming up. This Saturday, it starts off with the 13th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers, and then you got, Clemson.
There you go.
Damn. Clemson Tigers, and then, of course, then they play the Cavaliers, and then Vanderbilt before Christmas. So, let's get them Tigers going.
So, Memphis would be 30 in the top 25.
Right now? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I didn't even finish talking about
Colorado.
where they got.
Ole Miss would be 27.
Ole Miss failed Arkansas this week, didn't they?
Ole Miss? No, Ole Miss played UCF.
And they took care of business?
Well, they beat them by 2.
Is Ole Miss still undefeated?
Yes.
In basketball?
Correct.
Man.
Texas A&M and then Auburn are the only teams in front of Memphis.
All right. Well, we've talked a little college basketball. I do need to switch gears real quick because I just wanted to bring up one other thing. We're about to talk a lot of NFL talk. Me and Dacus are. I got some great Hardwood stories today at 12:30. But I did want to ask you about the Shohei Ohtani deal. I've been looking at this, and I think the Dodgers have lost their damn mind.
Do you?
10 years, $700 million. He'll be 30 next July.
That's right.
By the time he's 40, I'm not expecting it. And again, it's not necessarily just his age. You know his elbow's been cut twice. 2018, a full-blown Tommy John surgery.
That's right.
Last year, has to shut it down. Got cut on again. They said they just did a minor, procedure to repair it. Man, I'm telling you right now, he's not going to pitch this year. So you got him. The Dodgers need pitching more than they need anything, right?
Yes.
Their pitching is old or too young.
Yeah, too young. Maybe those guys
too
come
young.
around
I mean,
this year.
I'm just saying Kershaw is too young, and then the other young kids that are coming up. That you just lost Julio Urias because he can't stop beating up his wife or girlfriend.
That's right.
You have Trevor Bauer, who you gave all that money to, former Cy Young guy, who had the same issue. You got Clayton Kershaw, the nice guy, but damn, he's old as dirt and can't pitch in the postseason. Like Tony Goslin, your
Gonzo.
dude. Walker Buehler can't stay healthy either. And you just added a guy, supposedly because you need some pitching as well as hitting, and that's what you pay him to do both. And this is a guy who's already had his elbow cut on twice.
I'll tell you what's the most interesting thing about this whole Shohei Ohtani situation was the reporting around it. Because, I mean, he
$700 million. This dude would have to go out there and get 100 victories at least over the next 10 years and hit 300 and average 35 home runs to come close to living up for this chunt.
Like
That
I was
ain't
saying,
happening.
the most interesting thing about this whole thing was the reporting around it, because he was so tight-lipped about everything, and these baseball journalists were like so
He's
eager
going to Toronto.
to get exactly. We had
He
reporting
hates
on
the
Friday,
Dodgers.
John. The whole day on Friday, I was covering this. We started the morning with a report that he was definitely going to decide today, and it was going to be announced today. Then it went into Toronto as a favorite and a possibility. So much, John, that Toronto became betting favorites at one point. Toronto baseball tickets were being sold out for home games. And I think like their betting odds to win the World Series like skyrocketed. They were like third or fourth. We were flight tracking him. He was supposed to be in Toronto. We were saying he was in Toronto. He's flying to Toronto. And then he was never in Toronto. I mean, that was the most interesting and crazy thing about this whole deal is how close-lipped he was to make everyone think he was in Toronto when he was just chilling in his house in California.
I just feel like the reporting around it's crazy. And again, it's absolutely even more nuts for me to think to myself that they paid $700 million for a DH.
That's right.
Because I'm sorry, that's what he's going to be.
John, we never talked about Juan Soto last week either. What did you think about that trade? Him going
I think it's genius
to the Yankees.
You put the short porch they got in right field with
Trent
that left-handed
Grisham's
and
the
bat.
most, Trent Grisham is the most Yankees-looking player
Trent
I've ever
Grisham.
seen. I know that smug look he always has on his
Judge,
face. Oh,
Soto.
I can't stand that guy.
I'm telling you right now, I like what the Yankees did. I love what the Yankees did with Soto. And plus, you add another left-handed bat. You lost Rizzo pretty much last year. You needed another left-handed bat in that lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they did. But again, one more thing back to Shohei Ohtani. They gave $700 million to a DH, basically. I'm not sure he's going to pitch. When he did pitch, he was very, very good, but he wasn't a $350 million a year pitcher.
No.
He ain't. I mean, he's just not. And the other thing about this is, like, he hasn't really won anything. And the thing that I do get, they do now have 3 MVPs, 1, 2, 3. You got Mookie.
Who's going to be playing in the infield now?
You got Freddie Freeman. And you got Shohei. That 1, 2, 3 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that is filthy nasty. I'll give you that. You got 3 freaking former MVPs. But that staff, man.
Honestly, this might be the best thing for Ohtani because now that he's coming off Tommy John, maybe they'll finally move him to the bullpen.
Are you going to pay $300 million for a closer?
If it's Shohei Ohtani. I mean, it could be.
Okay, is the business decision, is it not as bad as I'm making it out to be? Because the business decision on the field for me, I mean, you are in the second largest market in the country out there in L.A. You have to be honest. There is a large Asian population out there on the West Coast. They have 81 home games a year.
Right.
He's going to sell a hell of a lot of tickets. Is he worth $70 million a year?
Well, I mean, Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he was going to get this money regardless of when he went. So it didn't really surprise me as much as he got with all.
I thought
everything
$500 million was the top.
Yeah.
He crushed that by $200 million.
Good for him.
I mean,
I wish I was a pitcher and hitter and played baseball.
I'm telling you, the Braves are still going to be better next year than the Dodgers.
Ooh. Calling your shot already? What are the betting? I mean, the Dodgers have to be the betting favorite to win the World Series, right?
That's a great question. I actually have not looked at any MLB futures this whole season. It's football season, man. The NFL, college football, college basketball's going.
It's never too early.
No, it's never too early. It's just I haven't made it a priority.
Oh, my goodness.
Plus, there's so many moves that are going around in baseball right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hot stove. Well, while you're looking at that, I wanted to tell the people that.
Please. The Dodgers are the favorite, plus 600. Oh, the Braves tied with them at plus 600. Then the Astros plus 850, and then the Rangers plus 900.
Defending champs plus 900. I don't know, man. It's I can't be doing baseball futures right now. I'm ready to get into a little bit of football, but I did want to remind you, we're going to be at Top Gun Memphis this Thursday. It's out there on Witten Road. Go to topgunmemphis.com. You can check everything out. They got classes. They also have right now great Christmas gift, fully automatic machine gun package, $89. 3 machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, and a shooting lane. Again, that's just $89. We're going to be there this Thursday, 11 to 1. Come on out there, bring your gun. All you have to do is pay for ammo. The lane will be free. That's right. The lane's going to be free. 11 to 1, Top Gun Memphis. Try it, shoot it, buy it. Top Gun Memphis and topgunmemphis.com. Now we got to get to the NFL. And the Buffalo Bills, did they save their season yesterday? Do you think that this is a team that can go out there and just start winning all their football games? Still like a very flawed team, because that Kansas City Chiefs team, it is a flawed team. It is not the Kansas City Chiefs of the past. It is not the team that they had last year that won it all. It's just not. Their wide receivers, their playmakers aren't doing it. They need Isaiah Pacheco back so bad it's not even funny. They couldn't run the football yesterday. And again, this Buffalo Bills team, they have a tough schedule going forward, because do you know who just beat the brakes off the Eagles? That would be the Cowboys.
That's right.
In the next game, yes, the Buffalo Bills have to go and play the damn Cowboys. Then they have the Chargers. Easy finishing against the Chargers and the Patriots. But the thing that's tough is you got 2 games in there, and you got to win all 4 of these, and you got a Cowboys-Dolphins sandwich. They're the bread. In between a little Patriots-Chargers action, they'll get those 2 games. But, man, you got to beat the Dolphins and the Cowboys. That's going to be tough. But yesterday, Josh Allen made the plays he needed to make, made one of the most unbelievable throws. Latavius Murray tried to give the ball away after that great play by Josh Allen, but he still always makes mistakes. Still had another interception. Both quarterbacks, by the way, made big-time plays, but they were kind of pedestrian for each of them. Both threw for like 230 yards. No, Mahomes had 271, Allen 233. Here it is. And both 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't know. It wasn't the most crisp game. Like the third quarter for the Buffalo Bills offensively, that was putrid. Going into the fourth quarter, they had no momentum. They've lost 4 games this year while having the lead in the fourth quarter. They haven't been winning close games all year. They go 3 and out. Pat Mahomes gets the ball back. Then Pat Mahomes in Kansas City goes 3 and out. Like it wasn't the best executed football game. When I see the Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, I expected it to be a little more high flying, a cleaner football game. And then, of course, at the end of the game, we have in an NFL football game, we have a player who's on the field who doesn't know how to line up, who can't look down the line when he's on the inside position and see that he is a good 6 inches over the ball. And again, those people out there are saying that Patrick Mahomes was a petulant child. Well, you know what? He was a little bit of a petulant child. But this is 2 weeks in a row where he thinks he wins the football game. He throws the touchdown pass in Green Bay to Valdez-Scantling. It's going to be there. There's a pass interference call everybody and their grandmother in the world can see. They don't throw it. Kansas City loses that football game. Final minute yesterday at home at Arrowhead playing the Buffalo Bills in a tight game. They score a touchdown on one of the most amazing plays I've seen. I mean, Travis Kelce, to think as fast as he did on his feet, catch that ball, see Kadarius Toney, throw a beautiful spiral, hit him in stride, touchdown, baby. Chiefs. At least they're going to have a damn good chance to win that game. And you take something from a competitor like Pat Mahomes and you give him 2 losses 2 weeks in a row. He's not used to that. Do you know that Patrick Mahomes has played in 11 games that were not the Super Bowl in the playoffs? Do you know where all 11 of those games were?
Arrowhead.
That's right, because they win.
Not this year.
They end up hosting games in the postseason, and that is not going to be the case this year. Kansas City is going to have to learn how to go on the road and win some football games in this postseason. It's definitely a different Chiefs team, that's for damn sure. They'll still get one game at home because their division's terrible, but so will the Jacksonville Jaguars. But by the way, in the NFC, think about this. Right now, in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Bucks or the Atlanta Falcons, depending on which terrible team comes out of this NFC South, one of them will be hosting either the Eagles, the 49ers, or the Cowboys.
How about that?
That's crazy. I'm going to say that's going to be an ugly home game for either the Bucks or the Falcons.
Very well could be. John, what's the conversation going to be next week when Kansas City loses 3 games in a row?
Ooh, who do they play next week? I don't even know.
The Patriots. And we got.
They will not lose.
We got Bailey Zappi. It looks like they found something in old Zappi.
Oh no!
3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah,
just a great defense, Pittsburgh.
Well, I mean, that Pittsburgh team offense was extremely flawed last Thursday, if you saw. I mean, Mitch Trubisky was playing quarterback.
That's right, John, but we're not talking about their offense. We're talking about their defense right now.
Yeah, that's a good
Bailey
point.
Zappi doesn't play defense.
No, he doesn't.
Throw Bailey Zappi at cornerback.
By the way, though, but they didn't score a point in the second half.
Hey.
They went
John,
2 quarters without even scoring.
Hey. Well, you don't need to score all 4 quarters. You just need to win the game.
What do you think about Justin Fields and the Bears taking over the Lions yesterday? Justin Fields went out there and had a pretty damn good football game.
I have a handicapper. I guess I can call him a handicapper. An idiot handicapper. Can I call him that? I hope he's listening. Hope he's listening because he texted me yesterday. He gives me picks every once in a while.
And he loved the Lions.
I don't need a subscription or anything for him. He was all over the Bears yesterday. He said the Bears was the best bet of the day, and he was right.
I said that on Friday.
Oh, did you?
Do you not remember my bet for the weekend?
John, I don't remember.
Take the Bears
this morning.
Like, why are the Lions only a 3-point favorite?
Well, good for you. You
lose?
and my idiot handicapper.
Am I the idiot handicapper?
No. This guy, I found him, and he gives me picks every once in a while.
Well, that's a very good one. Well, Justin Fields actually looked very efficient yesterday. They beat the Lions. The Lions, like for a team that we're top 3 team in the NFL. They're definitely slipping. But Justin Fields, he's definitely getting divorced from the Bears still, right?
I don't know, John. I don't know.
I mean, he needs to get out of there. Like, it's very, very
important. For his
important.
sake or for Chicago's sake?
For his sake. Like, he needs to get out of there. He needs a fresh start.
I agree.
I still haven't given up on him completely. Now, the other thing I was going to ask is now all of a sudden are people now, like, because, I mean, again, I haven't seen Justin Fields play well this year at all. I mean, if you go back to the first game of the year when he just took sack after sack after sack and was standing there holding the ball, and it was like paralysis by analysis, and they were trying to get him to do something that he can't really do at that time. It was terrible. But when you look at Zach Wilson, I know, did you see Zach Wilson yesterday? Now people are like, oh, my God, that's what we've been waiting for.
That's right.
In the number 2 overall pick. He was so great. He was marvelous.
You just need some time, John. I almost wore my brother's
Dude,
Zach
Wilson
today,
and the Jets beat the brakes off the Texans. Zach Wilson threw for 301 yards.
And C.J. Stroud got a concussion.
2 touchdowns. He had the highest rating he's ever had at 117.9. And he completed almost 70-some-odd% of his passes?
Yeah, something like that.
It was something ridiculous. Zach bleeping Wilson. You got to be kidding me.
75%.
75% of his passes. Zach Wilson, you go, son. By the way, Bryce Young is not going anywhere.
Worst game for C.J. Stroud?
Yeah. I mean, he completed less than 50% of his passes and didn't even throw for 100 yards and got knocked out the damn game.
Nah, that's not funny, John.
Well, I mean, he did. Just saying. Got knocked out the game. It wasn't going very well for him. I'm sure he wasn't too excited. But right now, we talked about Kansas City. I just don't see them being that juggernaut. We got the Dolphins on tonight against the Titans. We saw Baltimore win in overtime against a Rams team that's been feisty of late. Matt Stafford's been playing good football. You know, Cooper Kupp and damn Puka Nacua. They got some weapons and wide receivers, but punt return for a touchdown. Baltimore moves on. Lamar Jackson had a hell of a football game yesterday. Who's the best team in the AFC now? Kansas City looks flawed. Bills might not even make it. The Jaguars have many freaking issues. Like, is the Dolphins, who don't have a win against a winning team this year, are they actually the best damn team in football right now, like in the AFC?
Might be.
Or is it the Ravens? I mean, I don't even know. Dolphins could be 10-3, will be 10-3 after they beat the Titans tonight. Baltimore 10-3. This AFC is confusing. The Jags, I feel like losers of their last two games. I just don't feel like they're that tough.
I'm sorry, I'm getting off track.
I mean, the Denver Broncos right now are what? In their last 6 games, 5-1, and have the best turnover ratio in football,
Sean
even though
Payton,
Russell
Coach of the
Wilson
Year.
hadn't been throwing for like 200 yards a game and throwing a couple interceptions the last 2 games.
John, speaking of the Titans tonight, did you see Frank Wycheck died yesterday? Very
Bro,
sad.
I did.
Only 52.
Sad. Very, very sad.
He fell in his house and hit his head
I was
Saturday morning.
Back in 2000 when I was a young buck, me and a bunch of friends went to the Bills Titans playoff game.
Really?
The one that was, I think it was Lorenzo Neal caught the ball, handed it to Frank Wycheck. Frank Wycheck turns around, slings that junt right down the line to Kevin Dyson, and it's the Music City Miracle.
Nailed it.
They go on to play in the Super Bowl and came up just this short against the Rams.
Yeah, very sad.
I was there. I was freaking out. I went banana sandwiches. But yeah, Frank Wycheck, man, rest in peace. He did a lot of stuff too. He did some radio with the Titans.
Did he? I didn't know that.
When he got out, he's donating all of his brain and stuff for research for CTE and things of that nature.
I guess he's not. His family is.
Well, he was. You know, he made it clear he
he?
wanted that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's talked a lot about CTE and all that other stuff going forward. He fell down in his house.
Yeah.
Hit his head. They found him. It's just, damn, man. Why'd you have to remind me of that? I was
Well,
sad
because we were talking about the
yesterday.
Titans and playing tonight, and so I just I saw that news yesterday, and I thought it was very sad.
R.I.P. Frank Wycheck. One other quick thing about the NFL, real quick, that I wanted to mention. Is there in the I mean, if you look at the NFC right now, is there a team that you would think is better than the Cowboys or
No.
the 49ers?
Not even the 49ers.
Oh, I know you're a Cowboy fan, but
Who, me?
But both of you have to be right now. Like I have to say, right now the Eagles are underneath the Cowboys
That's
and the 49ers and the little,
That's
you
right.
know, the tiers.
That's right.
I would still take the Eagles over most of the teams in the AFC right now. Like I don't know really if the Fish are any good.
Yeah, no, right now it's 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles.
Ravens can each week deal with more injuries. I mean, they keep having peace after, like they lost the running back situation. They still just keep plugging and playing. Mark Andrews, man. And by the way, let's not forget it's December. The last 2 years in a row, December. Like, hey, we got a Lamar Jackson game in December because the two previous seasons we didn't have December games with Lamar Jackson. So AFC it's wide open. 2 games tonight again, Packers, Giants, and of course the Fish and the Titans. We got bets at the end of the show, but on the other side, it's time to do a little Hardwood where it feels so good. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Memphis, home of the blues, world-renowned barbecue, and award-winning craft beers. Now you can take a dive into these great libations with City Brew Tours Memphis. City Brew Tours Memphis offers a craft beer adventure with behind-the-scenes access to local breweries. See for yourself how craft beer is made. Learn about different styles of beer. delve into beer history, and discover the secrets behind the Memphis brews. Best of all, with City Brew Tours, you will take your taste buds on a journey with beer tastings at each brewery stop, complemented by local snacks to munch on. City Brew Tours handles transportation to the breweries too. You drink, they drive. Looking for the perfect gift idea this holiday season? Treat your loved ones to an unforgettable experience. A local craft beer tour with City Brew Tours Memphis. Head over to citybrewtours.com/Memphis and brew up your craft beer adventure today.
Hey, everybody, if you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 1.9 or up to $10,000 cash. Plus, make no payment for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. Look, I'm out here at All-Star Chevy looking at all these red tags, Tahoes, Equinox, Trailblazers. Families love the Traverse with their third row seating so you can do more together. Christmas, holiday trips, what are you doing this New Year's Eve? What are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you all get an extra $500 bonus. And if you want a certified pre-owned Chevy or any pre-owned, All-Star is loaded up. If it's not here, just ask Jeff and he'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Wendy's Peppermint Frosty and Frosty Cream Cold Brew make the perfect gift for anyone in your life. Especially for you. Yeah, this year you're sitting on your own lap and getting yourself what you want. Finally. And if you need a little more pep in your step, get yourself a refreshing Peppermint Frosty Cream Cold Brew. Or you can give it to your mom. Whatever.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Vanilla Frosty is temporarily unavailable.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
You ready to end the year with some money in your pocket? We got it covered at Gossett Mitsubishi's Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event. Get to the Pike for the award-winning 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. 420 total range MPGE, $299 a month. Get ready for your road trip in the 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Buy for $27,000 or just $399 a month. And cool has never been cooler than in a 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We got it at $30,700 or $499 a month. And no worries with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today at 1870 Covington Pike. Gift wrapping available. You want it, we got it. Shop online anytime at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
HEV PZO 62303 MSRP 44,355 Sport RU 001136 MSRP 28,000 Eclipse RZO 12051 MSRP 31,700 includes all rebates and incentives PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
It's the hometown Memphis Tigers taking on Iowa State in this year's AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Plus, Memphis music legends, the Bar-Kays, will be there performing the music that made Memphis, and you'll want to be there too.
Everybody say, so bigger, say, so bigger.
It's all happening Friday, December 29th at 2:30. Get your tickets today by calling the AutoZone Liberty Bowl at 795-7700. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office reminds you that fans don't let fans drive drunk.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus. It's been a busy day, man. We talked Tigers and Grizzlies. Tigers got a big win on the road against Texas A&M yesterday. Punched them in the face. David Jones, 29 points on the game. JQ with 24. Tigers balled out. Big win. They did not make it in the AP Top 25. But they have a great opportunity coming up this Saturday as they play the 13th ranked team in the country. They play the Clemson Tigers at FedEx Forum. They do have 3 games before Christmas. 2 versus ranked opponents, 13th ranked Clemson, 22nd ranked Virginia. Then they play Vanderbilt. So could be a nice little Christmas. So come on, Tigers, let's go. We also talked a lot about the NFL. We have 2 games tonight. Titans at the Dolphins, you're going to hear right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM. On the TV. Both games are televised, but you'll also be able to watch the Packers at the Giants. Neither game feels too exciting, but they are opportunities for us to get a few bets in. Grizzlies play the Mavericks tonight. No Kyrie, maybe no Grant. Grizzlies at home, only catching 1.5. That line looks a little fishy, but it is time to talk about some funny stories. So I need to tell you about Tito's. Tito's handmade vodka, crafted and distilled in the United States. There's not a bet, man. Don't you like getting in the Christmas spirit? I feel like Tito's does a better job at getting you in the Christmas spirit than any other spirit around. It just tastes better. It's priced right. It's a top 10 vodka in the world, and it's only $33 at the local liquor store. And I'm talking about the handle, baby. That's right, Tito's. Again, it's good old American vodka. 6 times distilled and distilled in classic copper pots. That's why it's got a unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. It balances everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Enjoy the holiday seasons with the best spirit around, Tito's handmade vodka. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
And come join me this Thursday to shoot some guns at Top Gun Memphis. And also buy the best Christmas. Man, like, dude, how cool would it be? Like, yo, what did you give me for Christmas? Oh, I got you some socks. I got you a flask and a bottle of Tito's. No. I love the Tito's. Yeah, give me the Tito's. But, bro, get an $89 package, machine gun package. 3 different machine guns you go to shoot at Top Gun Memphis. You get the ammo, you get the range safety officer, you get the shooting range, all for just $89. What a gift. Go to TopGunMemphis.com, try it, shoot it, buy it. I'll be there 11 to 1 this Thursday. Now, I'm very, very grateful about, I like kids who are tough, mentally tough. Do you know what I'm saying, Dacus?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want them to have a little fight in them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes you can have a little bit too much fight in you. Sometimes there can be a little too nasty in that dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes that dog might have to be put down if he's a little too nasty, right?
That's too bad.
That's what we don't want to happen.
Right.
I feel like Naquan Tomlin got a little fight in him. And the reason I don't feel like it's a bad fight, because he got in a fight at a bar. Did you know that?
Yes.
He is now a former Kansas State basketball player. He is available. I don't know if you know this, but there's a team who has a roster spot available. Do you know who that is?
No. Who are they?
That's the Memphis Tigers, man.
Oh.
Remember, Dre didn't get to come. So, you never know. We'll see what's going on with Naquan Tomlin. But again, he got let go because basically the president of Kansas State said, nope, no fighting. I'm not down with the fighting. And that brings me to a story. Like, Naquan Tomlin got in a fight at a bar. That probably happens 1,000 times a day at a bar somewhere in the States, don't you think?
Sure.
I mean, bars are like, if you're going to get in a fight, doesn't it feel like it's going to be kind of at a bar?
Yes. I need to know more about this bar fight.
Okay, well, yeah, because all bar fights are not created equal, I guess. But here's the point. It's a bar fight. It happens. This is what cannot happen. And this was a high school basketball player in Texas. Not only was this high school basketball player arrested, but his brother and a few of his family members. Because my man, he's a young kid. I mean, he's not a young kid. He's like, 17 years old, high school basketball player in Texas. He is in a basketball game. They get into a little bit verbal argument on the court. The young man gets benched, okay? His name is Jarek Allen. He gets benched. Well, my man is not very happy about him being benched in the second half of that basketball game for kind of getting into a little bit of a scuffle on the court. Well, his brother, Jevin Allen, was there. A few of his family members were at that basketball game. When that basketball game was over, they drove, because they were on the road, back to the house, like to their school. Well, when the head coach got out of the bus, guess who was there to meet him?
Who?
Jarek Allen's brother, Jevin.
Wow.
And his uncle. And the next thing you know, all three of them are jumping on the head coach and smoking him.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. They beat the brakes off. They injured his head, his neck, his face, his arms. They went ham on the coach. Wow. Of course, they were arrested. Again, I want a little fight in that dog, but you don't attack your coach.
No, you do not.
And the family, I got to just talk to these parents. What kind of example are you setting for your children? You gonna go back to school and go fight the coach? They're just trying to teach this kid a little discipline. Obviously needs a little bit. The whole family needs a little bit. I have a feeling have a crazy feeling. I think that's the last game that he will ever play for Willis High School.
I think so.
And dude, this is also crazy, man. He had the family had a $23,000 bond.
Wow.
Like this was like they stomped this poor guy. My man was just trying to coach a little basketball. Now, that's just too bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feel bad?
So bad.
Me too. Now, you won't believe this. I don't believe it. Guess who just got an early Christmas present? Zach Wilson is the most unlucky guy in the history of the world. Zach Wilson just had his best game in the NFL, did he not? 301 yards, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions, completed 75% of his passes. They routed the Texans. Well, after Zach Wilson's great game, and everybody's happy for Zach Wilson, today, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets say that it looks like they're getting an early Christmas present. Because guess who's expected to be medically cleared before game action on December 24th, mind you, okay? Christmas Eve. It's the Green Bay Packers, it's the Commanders, and they say Aaron Rodgers they're expected for him to be medically cleared by the medical staff. Bro, do you come back and play in this game? That's just crazy. Like, I know he likes to, set records or make everybody feel like, because, he's always about, his own type of medicine. You know what I'm saying? He likes to talk about how, he does his own thing for his own body. I dig it. Go right ahead, man. Do it, Aaron. Ayahuasca it up. Smoke that reefer. Eat the mushrooms. Do your thing. You a bad man. But if you did have an Achilles surgery, you don't come back and play for this Jets team.
No.
Are you kidding me? They're 5-8. They're not going to make the playoffs, Aaron. Do you just want to come back? What would the point for this 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champ Aaron Rodgers, what would be the point to come back and play for this Jets team this year? Just to prove that he's a fast healer?
Well, yes. It proved to me he's a liar. But, yes, it would prove to everyone else that he came back in 3 months from an Achilles tear.
Defied the odds, okay, my man?
Exactly. Lie.
Yeah, I can see that he might not.
But he'll still be my favorite player. I mean, I still love him. He'll just be a liar.
Aaron Rodgers is your favorite? I thought it was Dak Prescott.
No.
But aren't you a Cowboys guy?
Yeah.
Well, why? So Tony Romo?
No.
Micah Parsons? Like you're gonna go and like somebody else better than your favorite team?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that's kind of cold-blooded.
Thank you.
Well, I do need to ask you then, Joe Burrow, do you think he's lending Jake Browning his entire family his suite while Jake Browning's playing really good? Or is it just because, like, damn, Jake Browning's playing, like, really damn good football?
Well, I think it's to keep them in their place. You know, I think you invite them up to the suite.
Stay
maybe
in
a
my
week,
suite. Know
2
that
weeks.
he's still always my backup.
Right. Well, and just have them in your suite, let them experience it, then throw them back into the cold. Maybe a couple weeks when it gets really cold in Cincinnati, throw them back out there. Make sure they know their son's just a backup and not a great one.
Jake Browning been playing some football lately. Bengals won 2 in a row.
2 good games. Do it a third time.
Well, he's gonna try.
Who are those games against?
They beat the Colts, and then last week I think who was it that it was on? It was a Monday night game. It was the Bengals and the Jags, I believe. Yeah, it was the Jaguars. Yeah, because they ended up Trevor Lawrence hurt his little ankle, remember? And we didn't think he was going to play this week.
Do it against a starting quarterback, which won't be until Sunday, December 31st against Kansas City.
What are you trying to say about
do it against a starting
7-6
quarterback
team right now that's in a?
And then
By the
I'll
way,
believe you.
Do you know in the AFC there are 6 teams with a 7-6 record fighting for that 6th and 7th playoff spot?
Is that right?
The Steelers are 7-6, along with the Colts, the Texans, the Broncos, and the Bengals, and now also the Buffalo Bills. 6 teams.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about this Jake Browning character. He goes in against Jacksonville, shouldn't have won that game, needed overtime, needed our boy to...
Didn't he complete like 90% of his passes or something?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're playing a backup. The backup came in. He's cold. He's not ready to go. You win that game. Last week against the Colts, playing another backup. I don't care. You could go perfect for 500 yards. Still wouldn't be doing it against starting quarterback. Next week, they've got the Vikings. The week after that, they've got the Steelers. Then they've got Kansas City. So theoretically, the first time he'll see a starting quarterback against him would be against Kansas City. And that's what I'm waiting to. Do it against Kansas City.
He completed 87% of his passes in his last game.
Do it against starting quarterback.
354 yards.
I mean, playing backups. What is this?
On the road in Jacksonville.
It's in the USFL. It's in the XFL,
Speaking of
Play
that.
a starting caliber quarterback.
Dude, have you seen the crazy little kicker for Dallas?
He's unbelievable. He's from the USFL, yeah.
Before that, he was in soccer. He played at Notre Dame.
That's right.
Then my man goes and gets drafted in the first round of MLS.
That's right.
Doesn't pan out in soccer. Then decides he's going to start kicking footballs. Tears it up in the USFL. And yesterday, he had a 60 and a 59-yard field goal. Same game. And didn't he hit 4 field goals?
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, my dude, what is it, Austin Bailey?
No.
What is it? What's the little kicker's name for the Cowboys?
I'm trying to think. It's Monday morning, John. You're giving me on the wrong day.
Oh, man, you better know your kicker. He's like he hadn't missed a single field goal all year.
No, he's great. He's going to be kicker of the year. Is that even going to work?
Man, it's Brandon Aubrey. What did I say?
Austin Bailey or something like that.
Hey, I got the A and the B. I just had them reversed.
In reverse.
All right? Reverse.
That's what threw me off. You said Austin Bailey. I was like, that's definitely
I also
not
got it right that he had 4 field goals yesterday.
Oh, boy.
My man has hit 100% of his field goals.
But he did miss an extra point.
He's missed 3 extra points this year.
I think his first kick of the
ever,
season was an extra point and he missed it.
He sure did. But my man's making up for it. A 59-yard field goal yesterday, a 60-yard field goal yesterday. First kicker in NFL history to have 2 59-plus field goals in the same damn game.
Heck yeah.
Former soccer player. Just kicking bombs out there. We got to take a quick time out because I got bets. 2 Monday night games tonight. Who are we going to bet on? I'll tell you on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-8158 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-8158. That's 800-306-8158. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-8158. Again, 800-306-8158.
It's our season of giving back at Gossett Kia on the Pike, and we've got the perfect holiday gift for you. Hit the road with 41 MPG Highway 2023 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. Get road-ready SUV Seat 7 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. And 8-passenger seating in your new 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing, all 36-month lease. Plus, you'll get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He's ready to put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee, Forte RE 699,094, MSRP 21,385, Sorrento PG 242,710, MSRP 33,010, Telluride RG 462, 2822, MSRP 38,705, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/2/2024, dealer stock only.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Make your next grill your last with the Big Green Egg at East Memphis Ace. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Ready to cook in only 15 minutes with cook temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between. Change your at-home cooking experience for life with our unmatched, authentic wood-fired grill flavor that has our customers raving. Get your Big Green Egg and all our accessories at East Memphis Ace on the corner of South White Station and Quince Road.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus. It is a Monday, and we got 2 NFL games tonight. And the Titans, they're getting 14 points against the Dolphins. But, you know, the Dolphins can go out there and blow the doors off of anybody. Titans, you know, had 2 block punts. Should have beaten the Colts last week, but they gave up. Like, they let their punter get mauled twice. They missed a damn extra point. They're so annoying. But they're playing the Dolphins tonight at 14. I don't know, man. I feel like I should take the Dolphins. I don't want to take two favorites. And I feel more confident in the Green Bay Packers. And I'm just telling you right now, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm thinking you go alternate line, take Green Bay minus 13.5. They win by 2 touchdowns. The comeback's plus 245. I think they go in there. Jordan Love has been playing great football of late. I think the Packers absolutely have a great chance tonight to go out there and win by 2 touchdowns. And the weird thing is I looked this up, 78% of the money's on the Dolphins minus the 14. So are the Titans going to get that backdoor cover plus the 14? Is the dominating game going to be the Packers game against the Giants? I think so. I'm laying the 13.5 plus the 245. Yeah, life is going to be good. Also, if you want to look good, it's the holiday season. You need to get some jeans. You need to get boots. You need to get hats. You need to get shirts. You need to get blouses. You need to get dresses. They got all that. Frontier Western Store. 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. You can shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. They ship your order out within 24 hours, so they ship it out quick. Go ahead and order it now. You'll have it before Christmas. If you head on down to 5880 Goodman Road, you can see it, touch it, feel it, try it. Make sure you buy it. Make everybody happy in your family. Make your friends happy. Get the goods at Frontier Western Store or at frontierwesternstore.com. Don't forget, I'm going to be at Top Gun Memphis this Thursday, 11 to 1, shooting a lot of guns. You need to come and join me this Thursday. The lane will be free. Just buy your ammo. If you need to rent a gun, bring your gun. Just buy the ammo. Come and shoot with me. Also, come out here and think about others. It's that time of the season where you don't just think about yourself. Think about others. And I'm telling you, I know you got somebody in your family that would absolutely love the ultimate Christmas gift. It's called a fully automatic machine gun package. It's only $89. 3 different machine guns, ammo, range safety officer, shooting lane, bam, all again for just $89. See you this Thursday at Top Gun Memphis over on Witten Road. Get the gun package. We're giving away Liberty Bowl tickets. That's Top Gun Memphis, TopGunMemphis.com. Try it, shoot it, buy it. For Brian Dacus, I'm John Harden. Y'all do me a favor. Get out there. Make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology.